No, I like that. That's awesome.
Well, good evening.
Oh, we have
welcome.
the town hall tonight.
Yeah, welcome to town. We're at the town hall.
Mm.
The renovated town hall. That's a new paint job.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
Yeah, the original color. They had to make it the original color. But we had a
Was that because of the historic commission? Oh, good.
yeah. Well, they were paying for it with a grant.
Oh, cool.
So they supply the money. You got to do what they tell you.
Mhm.
And they said they had to go with the original color, which I don't find any problem with it.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember when we had to pick the type of lanterns for the ridiculous bump outs.
It's like a grayish color there.
It's a brown.
Brown.
Yeah, that picture is not really true to what it is. It's more of a brown. But
I should be looking back here. Oh, it looks kind of brown.
yeah, and the top floor is beautiful up there.
What a great job they did up
They
there.
did. And that went to the original. The colors that they used and everything, all what it originally was. And getting some use now. People are starting to use it.
Yeah, well, there was Ted's party was up there.
Yep.
Then when you had to
Well, the chamber, we have, there's a breakfast around June.
Oh,
They
cool.
have it up there.
I know
And,
if you wanted to vote early,
you can
you had
vote
to go
up, yeah,
upstairs.
go upstairs.
which
Yep.
was great. It was
Yeah.
nice. A lot of people got to see what was done.
Yes. And there was just a recent, the community center used it. And there was somebody else had a dance up there or something. But there used to be dances up there all the time.
I did a play up there.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, what was that?
Girl Scouts.
Yeah. That was before it
My
got
wife-
renovated.
Well, we went up there and cleaned the whole thing.
Right.
We built a curtains and a set, and we did a couple sets, and we did a play up there.
What was the play?
It was called oh boy,
King Lear?
no, it was just this. It was a funny one. It was oh God, what was
He
the
didn't
name
do
of it?
Shakespearean.
No, God, no.
No.
That's way too deep for. It was Girl Scouts, please.
Oh, modernize it a little bit. change
Yeah,
the
it was something bit Hollywood or something like that. It was a kind of a spoof, like Dracula type
I
thing.
heard that, I didn't go to it, but the high school just did Mamma Mia.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I heard they did a
really
great
thinking about
job.
going to that.
I heard they did a great job. There's a lot of talent around that you don't realize.
I'm going to see a star this weekend.
A what?
I'm going to see a movie star this weekend.
Oh, you are? Who?
My grandson.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's in the movie.
He's in the movie, yeah.
Was in the movie?
Yeah, he's doing a voiceover for my son-in-law's new animated movie.
Oh,
He's
it's
7
not-
years old. Yeah, good for him.
Oh, what's the animated movie?
It's called Spies in Disguise.
Yeah.
You can see the trailer on YouTube, and it'll come out in September.
And,
Oh.
doing voice like that is not easy because you got to sync it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I never realized that they do the voices and then they do the animation.
Yeah.
I thought they did the animation and the voices to it. No, they do the voices first and then the animation.
Yeah, so you got to do the voice and do acting
Right,
without even seeing what you're acting for.
right.
So that's really, that's pretty tough to do.
Amazing. Amazing. And they pay people a lot of money to do it.
Yeah. Well, they make a lot of money.
Oh, they do. Oh, no, boy.
You probably have to pay them less than if they actually had to act also.
They don't.
No? They pay
Like,
them-
Will
Right?
Smith will get $25 million to do this movie.
This one that your
Voiceover.
son... So your son-in-law is...
She's the director.
Will Smith is going to be in the movie that your son-in-law's... So
Right.
It's a big,
Well, he's
big time-
redoing voice. He's not
big time
going to.
movie.
He's not going to appear in the movie. He's going to do voice.
Yeah, but it's a big-time movie, though.
Oh,
yeah.
it's huge.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. You ever heard of Ice Age?
Yep.
Horton Hears a Who, Rio. He did the animation. He's the head of animation for Blue Sky. And this one is he's actually the co-director. And a part of the, what they call the creative force behind it. It was his idea with another guy.
Wow.
They're hoping that this will be their new franchise. Because they had Ice Age 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
yeah.
57, 59, 614. Well, not really.
Yeah, if you
They
get
had
a
Ice Age 5.
franchise, you're good.
Well, that's what they want to, because it's a spy. It's a
Spies in
spy
Disguise.
movie. and it's about a spy who gets turned into a pigeon. I can actually see it on YouTube. It's pretty funny. The trailer's pretty funny. Yeah,
I know an artist that would probably like a job like that.
Yeah,
DJ
that'd be fun.
DJ Khaled is in it. Reba McEntire's in it. Will Smith's in it.
Oh,
This is Tom Hanlon. I guess he's the new
Yeah.
Spider-Man. He's
Yeah.
in it. Yeah, pretty interesting.
oh,
It's amazing what they
Big
do.
time. I didn't get the notion that it was going to be the big.
Oh,
such a
it's
name.
the budget's ridiculous.
but they don't do cartoons like you used to do, where you did the your board and all that, right?
No.
It's all done on the computer now.
Oh yeah.
They actually do storyboards
They still
to
do
present
storyboards?
everything, and then the actual animation they do computerized. Like when they did Ice Age, I was watching him do some of the stuff with Ice Age, and he created a scene, and they walk away. I'm like, what are you doing?
The computer does the rest.
He said the computer fills in the feathers and the fins and everything because it already knows what that mammoth or what that
software
lion
already
is
has
supposed
it,
to look
yeah.
like. It's amazing. It's just amazing.
It is pretty amazing. Pixar does some pretty crazy
Yeah, yeah.
animation. It's unbelievable.
Blue Sky used to be the animation arm of Fox. Now it's owned by Disney. They bought it.
Oh, they buy everything.
Oh, they like control. They like to control. They figure they own that industry.
Ah,
And what was it Pixel they own too?
Pixar.
Pixar.
Pixar. They
bought
own that one too,
Pixar,
right?
yeah.
That's different. There's 3 different divisions.
I heard that what was this? Three movies. I think it was Toy Story, Wall-E, and another movie that Pixar made. They said that the idea came up, the idea for the 3 movies, they pretty much developed them in one lunch meeting. They sat down, they talked about it, said, "Yeah, that's what we're gonna do." And then
Well, you ever see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
Do you know how that was created?
Guy from UMass.
3 of them. 3
Yeah.
guys from UMass were watching one of their nephews, and when he went to bed, his army guys were all on a table. They were drinking beers and eating popcorn, and they just started goofing around and mine's this and mine's that and this, and they came up with it,
the Ninja Turtle.
and that's where they came out with it.
It made millions.
Oh yeah, it still does.
A lot of times that's
Still
how it
does.
happens, yeah.
You know, three guys from UMass.
Yeah. So here we are. There's 3 of us to see what we can come up with. Then.
Yeah,
Yeah, huh?
Who knows?
it's just a simple, thought or reaction to something, and you run with it. You never know. Look at the guy who did the pet rock.
So you gotta
I know.
fall right in the right place at the right time.
Made millions of dollars selling rocks.
I used to every now and then watch the World Poker Tour,
Yep.
and they would have these cash games on. And have you ever seen a silly band? You know what a silly band is?
The,
It's a rubber band
yeah.
that you put on your
Oh yeah,
wrist.
yeah.
And then when you take it off, it becomes the shape of a car or a dinosaur or a boat,
yeah.
and they're all different colors. Well, the
Oh
guy who
yeah, my
did
my
that,
granddaughter was collecting them at one
right?
time. They had
The
different-
guy who
all
did
kinds.
that was on the cash game, and they were making fun of him because he was a multimillionaire from the stupid silly bands that he created.
Yeah, those things sold like crazy.
Just nuts. Just nuts.
You know, all you got to do is come up with one idea that sounds
Uh-huh.
like crazy. The kids jump on it. And you have to come out with it just before Christmas.
See those Hatchimals? See those Hatchimals?
Yeah, that's the new thing.
Another take
Yeah.
it out. There's a little creature inside an
Little,
egg.
little things like
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
big.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can eat the stuff that's in there, whatever the heck. it
Yeah,
is.
I'm like, okay, sure.
Somebody came up with that.
No.
Yeah, it's just little ideas.
You know, I got an idea for a cartoon. The Hat.
The hat.
Yeah,
Is it like a hat or something? Or?
yeah, yeah.
Don't make me say it. Don't make me
Is
say
this
it.
a joke?
Well, we got a
That's
guy
cool.
that does a show. He's going to start a show next month called The Hat.
The
So,
hat.
yeah.
H-A-T.
Yeah,
He always wears a hat.
yeah,
No matter where he is, he
Oh,
always wears a
okay.
hat.
All right.
So they used to call him the Hat.
yeah.
The hat.
But that would make it. Wouldn't that make a good cartoon? The Hat.
Yeah. Remember the cat in the hat?
Yeah, Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss's birthday is Sunday.
There's another Massachusetts man.
Yeah.
From
yeah,
Springfield.
Springfield, yeah.
Well, there's probably like for every one of those that you hear about, there's probably like 100 that nothing happened.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Well, look at the guy who created the Ring doorbell.
Oh, my God.
He was on Shark Tank. Got the money from Shark Tank.
Yep.
Makes a fortune. A
Yep.
fortune.
The Ring doorbell?
Yeah, it's
You know what
attached to
the
your
ring
phone.
the doorbell that when you ring the doorbell, the camera comes
So it's
on.
got a
and
camera.
People can see who you are.
Oh, that guy was in Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
There's been a number of people that come out of Shark Tank
Yeah.
that have made a lot of money.
I was gonna go in there and maybe pitch the idea. I don't want you to steal it though. It's like ketchup and mustard in the same bottle. Just kidding. That's from Seinfeld.
Why would you? No, okay. See, I never watched Seinfeld.
That's an idea that Kramer had.
Well, you know that might work because there are people that like ketchup and mustard
I
on
think
their
they have it
hamburger.
already. I think they have.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah,
I'm sure they do.
and peanut butter and jelly together.
Oh, they came out with what was it, green ketchup, and I'm like, who the hell's gonna put that on anything?
They did.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
for a while. It was green ketchup.
From,
Well, they had that.
uh,
They came out with a green
St.
ketchup.
Patrick's Day, probably.
No,
No,
uh,
it was because of the green tomatoes.
right.
Oh, is that right?
Like there's yellow tomatoes or orange
So is it
tomatoes.
popular?
They don't have the acid in them.
Yeah,
Yeah, there actually
it's
was a green
selling?
ketchup, but it didn't go over.
it didn't go over.
No.
What about the guy that came up with the idea for the new Coke? What happened to him?
Well, he's out of job.
That was a bad idea, right there.
There's a new Coke coming out this week, or it's already out.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. Was it orange vanilla?
Yes, I saw the commercial for it last night.
Yeah, orange vanilla.
Orange vanilla Coke. Yeah.
Did you ever have orange vanilla ice cream bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
creamsicle.
so. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Creamsicle. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the idea
Inside the
behind
vanilla,
it.
outside.
That's
the
the idea
orange.
behind the new Coke.
Ah.
And
There's also a
one as
shot
well.
like that way, you know.
Huh?
There's also a shot for that.
A shot for that?
A shot.
Oh yeah, well that's biggest.
The newest, the biggest shot going now,
Yeah.
which I actually tried. I'm not a big shot guy, but I could not believe that it actually tasted like what they said. It's called Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm telling you,
That's what it tastes
it's
like?
equal parts of Fireball and rum chata, which is a cream rum.
Mm-hmm.
And you shake it with ice and you pour it in a shot glass. You would swear to God you were eating breakfast. It tastes exactly like Cinnamon Toast
What
Crunch.
kills me is how many kinds of flavored vodka can they come up with?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
You know, and then
They have pepper vodka.
yeah, and if you don't put it in the bar, all of a sudden it's a trend, but then it dies.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They have pepper vodka, and most people use it for Bloody Marys.
Does it
Well,
bite? It's
that
got a
would be
bite
good
to
in a
it?
Bloody Mary, yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's pepper vodka.
Yeah, you want to put a little pepper in your Bloody Mary.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Always coming up with something. Huh? So
But,
many
I
ideas.
mean, it's unbelievable, all the different flavors.
Oh yes. There's raspberry. There's black cherry. There's black and blue, which is blackberry blueberry. That's by Devotion. There's raspberry, which is the big one from Stoli. You have vanilla. You have birthday cake.
Yeah,
I mean, there's so many. It's just a line of them.
yeah.
It's like 3 rows of just vodka.
When I was working for Cormac, that's a few years back, I was in the liquor stores getting orders, and the liquor salesman every week they had a new flavored vodka.
Mm-hmm.
Every week a different one. I said, where do you put
Orange.
this? How do you find rooms on a shelf for it? Never mind the inventory cost.
Oh God.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable. And of course, everybody wants to expand their lines because that's where you make your money.
That's right. And you know the number 1 vodka now anyway.
Which
Number one,
Yeah.
Smirnoff.
No. Tito's.
Okay, I don't know.
No glutens, no sugars.
Oh,
Oh,
hand
the gluten.
hand distilled.
The gluten thing.
Yeah.
it
It's the
used to
number 1
be
vodka.
what is it? Gray Goose.
Goose, yeah, the goose.
That was a big.
Oh, huge.
And they charge an arm and a leg for it.
Oh. Do you know one of the most expensive vodkas there is? Is actually Absolute.
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 Yeah,
It's out of control. It's not that
Yep.
good. You give you a headache.
I know. But
the
yet,
name.
but it sells big.
Oh yeah.
It's the
Well, now
brand.
Tito's is taking over for it.
Oh,
it's like
create a
when
brand.
Yingling came in to the beer world.
Yep.
And Yingling took over for Budweiser. It just knocked Bud right off all of the spigots.
England.
Yeah.
England's been around for a while.
It's one of the oldest breweries in the country.
But they were always local.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
you
Latrobe, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you could buy it, Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania, but then they expanded. And wow, it went over
Yeah.
big.
It's big in upstate New York, you know that. It's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah,
It's
now
not that good. It's
they're
average.
probably all over the
beer.
country now.
I never drink beer.
Not that.
Well, I don't drink it often, but I like a good beer when I have one. Yingling is a damn good beer.
Is it?
Yeah.
I know it's dark. You know, we serve a
Well,
lot of it.
you can get a black and tan.
Yeah, oh yeah, they have that too. Yeah, we have that up
Yeah,
there.
which is really good. I like that, but I can't drink too much beer because I'm diabetic and it brings my sugar up.
Oh
It's a
yeah,
lot
the
of sugar.
carbs in it.
Yeah,
It's a lot of sugar in beer.
Mm-hmm.
and
See, you need to drink Tito's. There's no sugar, no glutens.
yeah, I'm a Scotch drinker.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Me too.
Is
I
Scotch good
love
for you?
Oh,
Well, it's no calories,
yeah.
no sugars.
But
No sugar.
maybe a little bit once a few days, once a day or something. Maybe it's good for your health, no?
Oh, yeah.
Don't they say?
Oh yeah.
I mean, in the old days, didn't they used to have a little shot or something?
Well, it's not bad to have a little nip of Scotch at night.
A good portion of alcohol, that's alcohol today, was created for medicinal purposes.
Yeah,
Blackberry brandy, it's good for your stomach. Don't put ice in it, don't shoot it. But if you sip it, you have a bad stomach, it makes it go away.
ginger brandy.
That's
if you
what I
have
was.
a
Thank
cold.
you. I could not think of that. I was trying to put that in my
Ginger
head.
brandy.
Ginger brandy is good
if
for
you
the
got a
cold.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you ever heard of Jägermeister?
Yeah.
Jägermeister was a German cough medicine. They upped the alcohol.
No way.
They
Really?
upped the alcohol on
yeah.
it.
I should tell my son, my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law that.
Well, he never has a cough because he drinks a lot.
never gets a cold and he keeps drinking that stuff.
There you go. See?
But yeah, that's a lot of the stuff was created for medicinal purposes.
They talk about, a lot of older people, back when I was a kid, the older people, they have a little glass of brandy every night.
Yeah, I heard that too.
And
Wine, I
Which
suppose,
is-
is also.
well,
Red wine's good for you.
Brandy is a wine.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's from a different area of
Yeah,
France.
Really?
It's a little heavier in alcohol
Pretty strong.
than
Yeah.
most what you're used to with wine, but it's a wine. Same with cognac's a wine.
You know what happens when they get rid of all of the bottom of the barrel? What do they call that?
The devil's share or something.
No, they make grappa out of it.
Grappa.
Grappa, which is
Grappa.
a very, very strong, very harsh wine. They call it. It's nasty.
Yeah.
A friend of mine came from Albania, and they do the same thing. They make a ton of cognac in Albania. And he brought this other stuff, which is the bottom of the barrel, and it's called Fernet. It is the nastiest thing I have ever tasted in my life. It's awful. I mean, put me about, I'm like, I take it. I'm not drinking it.
Is it
There's no way.
thick?
It's got substance to it. It's not,
Somebody.
not, but it is just harsh.
Well, another big thing going out now is moonshine.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean the
Oh,
real
yeah.
stuff. And it's,
Apple moonshine, apple pie
it's legal.
moonshine, blue. Oh yeah, blueberry moonshine, peach moonshine.
You got the distillers, the people used to be illegal, actually distilling the stuff now and selling it on the market.
Isn't it like, because I had a friend who gave me some of that stuff, and it's like 100 proof and up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Some of it's 150 proof.
yeah.
Everclear grain alcohol is 180.
Wow.
That's almost 100% alcohol.
You just use that for your wounds and stuff.
Well, you drink too much of that, you go blind.
Oh yeah,
Like you will go blind.
Wow.
but it's like drinking pure alcohol.
Yeah, sounds like it. 100
You know,
proof.
I actually got a bottle that came out of the during the Prohibition, and it says right on it for medicinal purposes. And that's why back during Prohibition, the only place you could buy alcohol was at a drugstore. So after Prohibition ended, all the drugstores still had licenses. And they're the ones that sold alcohol. They could sell alcohol. Every drugstore had a license to sell alcohol. Because during Prohibition, that was the only place you could buy it.
Now what back in Venezuela, what do they drink a lot of?
Drink a lot of rum.
Rum. That would
Yeah.
make sense. That would make
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, that rum chata is a real weird thing.
Rum chowder? What's that?
It's a cream rum. It's like white. They have a creamed tequila now. Very expensive.
Just because of the color or what it
It
contains?
looks like milk. It looks like a thin milk.
We got a call here, probably,
Oh,
Probably somebody want to talk about alcohol.
somebody likes to
Package
drink.
It's
store.
AA. It's AA calling. We all have to join.
Go ahead, Carl, you're on.
Hey, good evening, guys.
Hey,
Hello.
how you
How are
doing?
you?
How you
Good.
doing?
When you're talking about alcohol,
Yeah.
my grandfather came from the Netherlands, and they used to make a drink called glug. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Have
And,
several bottles.
Yeah.
That was interesting. And,
Now, Now, did you?
kinda
Is
brought
that
back some
supposed to
memories.
be?
You were talking about all these weird drinks.
Is that supposed to be consumed warm?
Yeah, you can do it warm or cold, and it has raisins in it.
Okay.
I remember it. You know, it had like a sweet taste to it. You know.
No,
Yeah.
well, a colonial name for alcohol was grog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that Swedish stuff was that glug is got some power to it.
Yeah. He'd make it around the holidays or something.
Yeah.
And hey, what are you guys hearing on the snow?
About 6 inches of fluffy powder.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that don't way too bad.
No, you
No,
could use,
I don't mind that.
You
I
could
mean,
probably use a leaf blower.
right.
I guess they're saying another one coming in Sunday night and the Monday that could be interesting.
Yes, but the good news is, after 2 weeks into March, we're going to go into a warm spell.
Oh, good.
Nice.
This is what they're projecting long term. They're pretty
Oh.
good at that because they use models that the jet stream is going to actually come back lower down. Instead of taking the cold out of the north, we're going to get the warmth out of the south.
Oh,
So, and that's been happening all winter.
right.
So that's good news. And so right in time for spring, we'll start getting warm.
Yep. You can start planning on taking the convertible out, Harry.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm tired of driving the Jeep now. I'm getting tired of it.
Poor baby.
You know. And hey, one of my satellites told me, Harry, you had a coffee social with the good senator. How did that go?
Very good, but I did an interview for my radio show, but the recording came out bad, so I got to do it over again. But
Oh, okay.
no, we had a good talk.
Who, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did
How's
about,
the coffee
about
there?
10
Pretty
minutes.
good?
Huh? Oh, the coffee there is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great place. A nice little place. The Coffee Bean.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I was wondering. I wasn't sure if it was which one it was.
The one at Plumber's Corner.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good coffee there. Huh?
Now there's another one in Uxbridge now too, right?
Yeah, it's been there for a long time.
Yeah, Upton.
Oh, okay.
But we talked about. See, I brought up the fact that we were just a small distance from Plummer's Landing, where back a couple hundred years ago, you could get the canal boat and take it to
Right.
Providence or Worcester.
Right.
It's something else.
A lot,
Yeah.
lot of history there.
Oh yeah,
And
and you know that we're going to have a commuter rail running from Providence to Worcester. It's going to be privately run.
remember we were talking about that?
Yeah, it's coming closer. They're actually working on the engines, and they're going to start with probably one trip to see how much they get out of it, how much interest there is, and there's a good chance we're going to be a stop, and because of the fact that we are recognized, one of 4 places recognized by the national parks.
Oh,
So we're gonna open the old depot, the old depot
Well, yeah,
lounge.
well, it still is. It's a Chinese restaurant.
No,
right. Oh, they'll probably build something else.
No,
I know.
Because of purgatory?
But I mean that
No, because of,
that's what
downtown.
I've always said they got to bring the trains back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And,
If we get enough people taking it,
Right. Well, they're saying the commuter lines are doing good.
yeah. Well, don't forget though, the commuter lines we got from the MBTA are sponsored by the state.
Right.
This is going to be private.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. People have told me in the past that even when the railroads were the only means of transportation,
hmm
the passenger service never did well because of the high cost of insurance and they just can't charge it that much. But,
Who knows?
I think
Maybe
people are
they'll-
looking at it
Some type of
again.
subsidy down the road. Who knows?
Right, well, I think people are looking at it again, though.
Well, right, because I mean, like I said, I mean, the traffic is crazy now, and they can't. It'd be so expensive to add on to lanes and everything else. I mean,
Look.
to me, the only solution really is to bring back the trains.
The last time I went to New York, we took the train out of Providence.
Hmm?
It was great. We got dropped off at Penn Station.
Right.
So Penn Station, you're right there in downtown. You can't be in more downtown than that.
Right.
I mean, you walk out the door and you're in Times Square.
Right.
So I mean, it's great.
Yep.
If you flew into New York, you're gonna fly into LaGuardia most likely, and now you got to travel from LaGuardia from Queens all the way out into in downtown. It takes forever to get through the traffic.
What do you sell it take you? 2 hours?
Yeah,
I mean, I've traveled it when we do a show in New York. We just take the train down.
yeah,
Yeah.
You don't have to park.
right.
Because parking's a fortune.
Oh.
$70 a day.
Yep.
Right. It's a lot more relaxing.
Yeah, and you can relax on the train. They got Wi-Fi now, so
Yeah. You don't have to worry about trucks getting on your rear end on the highway.
no.
And,
I tell you, it's nice. It's a nice trip, and even the scenery isn't bad.
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
because right down by Groton. And over
Yeah,
the
you go
river
down
and-
along that Connecticut coast. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Right. I
Missed it.
always felt that's where we dropped the ball in the country, because every city and town used to have their own railroad stations, and only if they had built on that. But everybody thought the automobile was going to be the ultimate answer.
Well, when I was a very young lad, we got the train in Rockdale.
Right. My aunt took me out there too.
Yeah, and right there at the train station, it was a train station right there. In fact, even after they took down the station, they had the ramp there for years.
Oh.
Yeah, the loading ramp.
Now, was it right as you went right over the tracks, Harry, or was it in
Right,
that warehouse area there?
Well, on the other side of the tracks from where the post office is now,
Oh, okay.
in that yard.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying to visualize what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and there was a regular train station there where you bought your tickets and everything. They tore that down, but then they left the ramp for years because they were using it, and then they took the ramp out.
Oh.
But on the other side of the street was a big coal bin.
Right. Look, yeah, it looks like you can still see something there.
But it was a big coal bin where all those trailer trucks park.
Right.
There was a coal bin over there, a huge one, and I can't remember the kid's name, but he burnt it down.
Oh.
We were kids. But we used to play in that place.
Hmm.
There was still coal in there, even though they were changing over to electric trains.
Right.
In fact, when I was a kid one time, the train would stop at the Sutton Street crossing, the freight train, and the engineer and the rest of the crew would go over to Red Soda Shop and have lunch.
Right.
So we were all kids, right? We get into the caboose, and we're running around, and we're playing the caboose, checking out, climbing up into that window on top and every bit. All of a sudden, the train starts going.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
Luckily, we got off.
Right.
We ended up in Worcester in the middle of the freight yard.
You know what would be a great idea to do for a train? What they do down in, the Cape and where else? Down in Newport,
Oh.
and have a dinner train.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. They got great. We have it up in New Hampshire too.
Right. I mean, that'd be nice if that train takes off, Harry. If they can go like further down to Bristol or Warwick Neck or something like that.
Well,
That'd be nice too.
yeah. I don't think they connect right now, but
Right.
you would connect to Providence. Would take you into. You could take it to New York or Boston or.
Right.
And same with Worcester, you could connect at Union Station.
Right. Hey, and it's another option at least,
But the P&W runs the Polar Express around Christmas.
Right. That's awful nice of them.
Yeah, but I guess it's getting pretty expensive. The ticket prices are right up there.
Right.
But
So now is Paul coming back on 1 on 11?
yeah, he is talking about coming back next month, which is 2 days. What day from now? Sometime next week he's supposed to be coming in and doing a show.
Right, 'cause, I mean, I did hear some rumors, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to say nothing.
Yeah, but he'll be alone.
Oh, okay. Is it going to be Thursday nights, do you know?
I don't know I'm not sure when the schedule is. We're booking up like you read about.
Oh, yeah, well, you guys got the best station in the area.
We got tons of programming. Miguel's got a new show.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm
Miguel.
Thank you.
I'm starting another show tomorrow night. I'm not going to be on it. I'm going to produce. I'll be producing it. With
I thought you were going to be on with Mike tomorrow night.
yeah, that too. But about the valley. But a new show about I forgot the title of it now.
Oh,
But it's two women who are going to talk about how to improve yourself,
oh,
self-improvement.
oh, okay.
You know, they're both authors. They both wrote books. I had them both on about the valley.
Right. Yeah,
the happy hour,
that was
is it?
a lot of people were talking about
Happy
that.
Hour. That's the name. Yeah, Miguel remembers.
I love Happy
Yeah.
Hour.
That's going to be the name of the show, Happy Hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is right up Russ's alley.
Okay with that.
We
But,
can't have happy hours anymore. Mike Dukakis.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Talking about the Great Hall, I heard they were going to try to get some air conditioning up there.
The what machine?
Air
That,
conditioning.
the Great Hall, they're talking about getting some air conditioning up there so
That is
that
happening.
you
It's
could
being
use
installed.
more.
They're putting heat pumps in the town hall.
Oh, okay. Now, can that do air conditioning too?
Yeah, it
Oh,
does.
okay.
It does air conditioning, dehumidifying, and heating.
Right. So that
I
will
just
open
put
that up
I
for
just
more
put
people
two
to
in
use.
my house.
Mhm.
I just put two in my house myself.
Oh. Do
Yeah.
you really
You
feel like
didn't
you
do it.
save on it?
Well, I didn't do it. No, I had it done.
Okay, I was gonna say you did not do that.
No.
That
But,
is a technical process.
Yeah, if you saw the selectmen's meeting when they put a shot up of the flag, you could have seen the unit there.
Oh.
Yeah, there's two of them in the selectmen's room. I imagine they're in other parts. And then outside on the other side of the elevator, between the white machine works and the elevator, you see the heat pumps are right there.
Oh, so they already got them up into the
They
Great
haven't
Hall?
they're installed, but they haven't been hooked up yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're gonna run the plumbing and the wiring yet.
Yeah, I saw the Board of Selectmen's meeting Monday night, but I didn't see the town manager there. Was he still on vacation?
No, he got sick. He got the flu.
Yeah, there's a lot of sickness
Oh,
going
boy.
around.
Yeah, he got the flu.
That is not good.
No.
No, it's a good 3 weeks of
Tell me
craziness.
about it. My wife been sick for a month.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
just getting over it.
She's just sick of you.
You know,
Yeah.
but like I said, there's so much going around. Hey, I'll let somebody else call in. Good talking to you guys, and I'll see how all the new shows are coming out. Thank you.
All right.
Enjoy.
Okay, bye-bye.
Good night.
Right. Yeah, we got more programming than any other channel, any access channel anywhere.
That's awesome.
Really?
It's amazing how many programs we have.
That's terrific.
In fact, Aaron's having a problem now scheduling because where do you fit them in? You know, because we do like to run them more than live, but also tape versions, you know, over the weekends and what have you, and different days. So, you know, some people have different schedules.
I'm well aware of that.
So, yeah. I don't get to watch any of them. I'm always going somewhere, doing something.
Mm-hmm.
So we're on for next Tuesday, though, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I don't have, it's the first Tuesday, I don't have a meeting in a while.
Well, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
You called me.
Right
this
after that, I
Tuesday.
got a meeting the next Tuesday
Your
after that.
people got in touch with his people?
His people called me this Tuesday, but it was supposed to be next Tuesday. So
Yeah, because this Tuesday this past Tuesday I had a public hearing for the local historic district.
How'd that work out?
Good. We finally, you know, people understand, we're not going crazy here. We're not gonna put all kinds of restrictions, you can't paint your house this color, you can't do this, we're not gonna do that. We just want, and we're gonna do a crossroads just around the Memorial Square area. And this is why we may have a train stop here, because we're gonna be mentioned in the National Park Service's brochures. The only two in Massachusetts are Hopedale and us. And the other two are in Rhode Island.
Cool.
So, I mean, that gives us some special recognition.
Yeah, it does.
So I think this is very important, and
I'll tell you what, I think that train, that dinner train would be awesome.
Oh, that would be great.
Because, I mean, you're going from Providence, from Worcester to Providence and then back.
Yeah,
And there's a lot to see on the way.
Nice
There
and
is.
classy, kind of a nice
Yeah,
table.
oh yeah, it's really nice.
yeah.
Like the Orient Express. Have you seen the
Yeah.
thing in that movie?
Yep.
I think it would go well too.
Maybe
Yeah,
nice.
because everybody's always looking for something different to do. And like, you could have them, talking about the area while they're doing it.
Yep.
Like, I don't know if you ever been on a hop-on, hop-off bus. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, they go
They-
different places.
And you can, like, if you're in New Orleans, okay,
Yep.
and you're on a hop-on, hop-off bus, you get a bracelet. Okay, for 3 days, it's like $15 or $16, something like that. But as you're going through the city, you can get off at the next stop. But in between, they're telling you about what you're seeing, and it's great.
They do that in Newport.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, yeah.
I know they started it in Boston, and I haven't seen too much about
Yeah,
it.
they do it in Newport. We've taken it. It's nice.
Except you don't have any gas in Newport anymore.
Can't get any.
They lost their gas for like 3 weeks. Lawrence, Newport, same thing.
The gas,
Yeah,
the natural gas.
yeah.
How did they lose it?
They had a bad overpressure, and lost a.
Same as it happened in Lawrence.
Uh huh.
Whoa,
Yeah.
not a good time of year to have that happen.
No. Well, how about the people that lost power yesterday? A little chilly for that.
Yeah, we're right here in town.
Wind
No,
was-
Monday it was in town.
And yesterday around town too, because when I was going down to Danbury today, there were a ton of Aslan tree trucks and power trucks coming up 84. Well, thank God they help each other out,
Yeah.
because it takes a long time to get a whole neighborhood back up.
Oh yeah. We were fortunate we didn't lose it, but I know we watched it at the studio here.
Didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, in Upton Street, around place Beaumont Nursing lost
Wow.
it.
Wow.
Yeah, I must the tree went down somewhere. Or, that wind was so strong, wires just broke.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was unbelievable wind.
Oh yeah. I knocked the tree down right in my neighbor's backyard.
Yeah, here you go.
He's not there. He doesn't know.
He's not home?
He's not there anymore.
Oh. Oh, your neighbor that, you're right next door.
Yeah.
Yep. His wife was a great caller. She was calling all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice person.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, he lost her a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. We used to call her Judy ADT. Because she always watched the neighborhood.
Yep.
She called my house one day. She
ADT?
said, yeah, she used to call my house she called my house one afternoon. She said, call my wife. She says, Brian dropped his math homework in the driveway. He went outside and it was Brian's math homework and it was in the driveway. You didn't need ADT or any other security. She knew everything going on. She was a trip.
Well, the trees will be coming down in your neighborhood soon anyway.
Oh, boy, I'm terrified. All of those animals, they got nowhere to hide.
Yep.
It's going to be awful. We saw a fox running through the neighborhood the other day.
They're gonna have to
A red
move
fox.
to another part of the woods.
Fortunately, at least there's the conservation land.
Yeah, that's pretty good size, right?
Yeah. But there's a lot of gardens up there.
Yeah.
So,
Well, here again, there's some of those animals that like the gardens,
I'm sure they would. I am sure they would.
and then the ones that like the garden, the fox likes.
Mm-hmm. And deer love to come on my lawn
Yep.
and chew on my trees. They love apple trees.
Yeah.
Love
they
apple
do. They love apples.
They love apples.
How many apple trees do you have?
I just have one. It's a big sucker, though.
Yeah.
I trim it back here all the time. There's a gentleman lives up at at the end of your street, and he worked for a not a tree company, but a greenhouse company, big one, Western Nurseries. That's what it was.
Western
Nurseries,
nurseries,
yeah.
And he taught me how to trim it back because I didn't. I knew I'm a city kid. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what the hell this stuff is that's growing on my front lawn. I don't know what the hell is this. So he told me how to do it, how to feed it, and how to cut it back, and when to cut it back, and we've had up until the gypsy moths, we've had apples forever, but the gypsy moths just stressed it out for 2 years.
We got something that said that it was supposed to be a pear tree, but how long does it take for those things to get the pear?
I have a weird what they call a It's a type of pear tree, but it's in my front yard. But it takes them to grow to maturity
Yeah.
before you start to get anything. Like
Yep.
10 years.
10 years before you start
Oh,
getting
yeah.
pears. Okay. That's why I was wondering where the pears were.
Yeah, it takes a while. It really does.
We have a weeping cherry, but it has no cherries.
Oh,
It's just flowers.
oh.
But you know that they use apples. Hunters use them to bait the deer. Totally illegal.
There'll be no hunting in my yard.
But totally illegal to do that.
They hunt in my yard, they're going to get hunted.
Right. Well, it's illegal to hunt in your
I
yard
know it
because
is.
it's not. You're too close to a house. But they get caught all the time. A lot of people, they'll do up in Maine. They'll do up in New Hampshire.
Did you know you had a deer accident on your road
I heard
last
something
week?
about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that story later.
Yeah.
That's a funny story. Not for the deer. Not for the deer. I feel bad for the deer, but
I've come close. I'll tell you. I'm driving
Oh.
around, and all of a sudden, right in front of you.
We had one of those in my house one time, right in front. And a couple of guys in a truck came and picked it up and
Mhm.
threw it in the back of the truck.
mm-hmm.
Big deer, like a buck. Had the antlers and everything.
Supposedly, the highway picks it up. They don't do it, but they're supposed to donate it to a food bank. But who's going to butcher it?
Yeah, it takes a lot to butcher those.
Yeah, you got to know you got to know what you're doing.
Yeah, there's a guy in Douglas that does it.
I had a neighbor, the guy who lived in the house next to my son. He was originally from Alabama. He was a veterinarian in the army,
Huh.
and he was working at the Tufts because he had retired from the army. He was a retired colonel, and he would go deer hunting. And yeah, he gave my son and I some venison. He would butcher them right in his
Hang 'em
his
from a tree.
garage. In his garage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did it right
Ooh.
in the garage.
Boy, that's a lot of mess in your garage.
Well, he put a tarp down.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I
and,
think it's a lot.
but he knew it. But he moved back to Alabama.
You like the taste of venison?
Oh, I love it.
Do
Yeah.
you?
Oh
Not
yeah.
a fan.
I think
Oh.
I had it twice, and it depends on how you cook it, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah, you got to cook it right. It's
Cook
got
it
a
the
little
wrong
tang
way,
to
then.
it, but
Yeah.
it's got a wild taste.
It's
Yeah.
gamey.
It's gamey, yeah. You know, they used to have a big feast at the Beagle Club over in Douglas. They used to go every year.
Mm.
And they would cook up venison, raccoon, oh God,
Raccoon?
all kinds of.
As long as not beagles.
I can't think of all these different animals.
Hmm.
And you have, Jerry Clark, who lives in town, made the best venison stew. Oh my God, it was out of this world.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good.
What about bison? Bison burgers.
I
Yeah.
had bison burgers.
Yeah.
In fact, I have in New
That's-
York.
You know where they used to have a buffalo farm in Marlboro,
In Westboro.
but in Marlboro too.
Yeah.
And if you go in the store, they had all the exotic meats: ostrich,
Yep.
snake, lizard, bison, all of that's crazy
Well,
stuff. And I'm
it's-
like, yeah,
There's a restaurant in downtown Springfield called the Student Prince.
Student Prince.
Yeah, or the Fort, whichever one
Yep.
you want to call it.
Yep.
It's on the location where the fort was in Springfield when originally in colonial times, and they got any kind of wild beast you can think of. They got it
Really?
there,
And German food.
and German food, great German
Oh
food.
yeah,
What's
sauerbraten and
food?
Kartoffelgleis. Oh God.
Bratwurst or something?
boy.
Well, Wiener Schnitzel,
Venus. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
bratwurst.
Oh yeah. Sauerbraten and Kartoffelgleis is basically what is a it's a pot roast, but instead of boiling it in water, you boil it in a vinegar base, and then like my grandmother used to do. She used to make dumplings, and you'd flip the dumplings, you would on the spoon into the and it would puff out to be a dumpling, and then you thicken it up and make a gravy out of it. Oh boy, oh boy.
You know, when I was in Germany, every morning you see all these guys with suits on and a briefcase. I said, boy, is everybody here work in an office building? No, that's the way they went to work. And when you get to work, they'd put on a jacket over their suit, and they'd be working as mechanics, whatever. And in the briefcase, they carried a bottle of beer, a sausage, a brat, and bread. That was their lunch. And your beer got delivered to your house.
No kidding.
Just
Like milk?
like the milkman does.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Every town had its own brewery.
I'm sure.
And they would deliver the beer in the morning.
In the morning.
Yeah. Everybody drank beer. There's no drinking age.
No, not in Europe.
But don't forget, Europeans have been drinking beer for years because the water was so polluted that the only thing they could drink was beer.
Where did mustard come from?
What is it?
Where did mustard come from?
Oh,
The meat was so bad they had to
Yeah.
put something on top of it
yeah.
to make it
To
palatable.
make it palatable.
That's
Well,
what it
some
must-
mayo too, right?
Yeah.
Mayo they put to
Mhm.
during the war or something. They put
Yep.
in. So.
Yeah. Well, that's how
Somebody
you
told
got.
me.
That's how you got cocktails. The booze was so bad back in the days of the old West. You know, they called it rot gut.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They would put flavoring in it
Yep.
so you could drink it.
Huh. That's why they got so many different tastes in vodkas now, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, that's just because everybody's a sissy.
Yeah, yeah.
I want it to taste like raspberries.
Yeah.
Hazelnut vodka.
Vodka is pure alcohol.
Eh?
That's the way you should drink it, as pure alcohol. It's the same as white lightning, but it's not as
Oh,
strong.
Boy, that stuff is awful. Nasty.
Of course, vodka can be made from anything too. I mean,
Corn,
Rice, right?
corn,
potatoes.
yeah.
Potatoes,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's
If you get it from the Balkan area,
potatoes.
it's potatoes.
What about sake? Have you had sake?
Uh-huh.
Sake,
Oh yeah.
that's made from rice,
Nice and warm.
and
you
that's
warm?
a
Yeah, rice wine.
Sake is a wine, but it's a very strong wine.
Yeah, rice wine.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very good. I've had some sake.
Yeah.
Saturday night I had sake, as a matter of
Yeah.
fact.
And,
Oh, go to Chinese,
Well, if you go to the,
Chinese food or something.
Japanese.
Japanese.
Yeah, I went to
right.
a teppanyaki.
yeah, you go to the
hibachi place.
sushi bars.
Yeah.
They serve you the sake.
Matter of fact, I have a bottle of coconut sake in my refrigerator. It's
Oh.
cold sake, and I've never even drank it. It's still sitting there.
Yeah, probably tastes like coconut though. Huh?
Yeah, I'm okay. It's like, do you ever taste that coconut water?
I don't like
That stuff is
coconut,
awful.
Yeah.
Unless you put rum in it. I mean, I would imagine it would be better if it was rum, but coconut water, I'm like, okay. And Tom Brady drinks that crap all the time.
Yeah, I'm a rum and cocoa, rum and Coca-Cola,
Yeah, there you go.
rum and Coca-Cola,
Yeah, I'm not.
rum and Coke. But I don't drink any. I only drink Scotch now because you don't get a headache.
Right.
You don't dehydrate. You drink
Uh-huh.
Scotch and water. And
Uh-huh.
you don't get dehydrated, and you won't have a hangover.
How many years like Scotch? What, like 20 years Scotch, 15, 30 years
12.
Scotch?
12
I'm a
years-
12er.
12 years.
12.
I'm a 12er.
Single malt.
Yeah, single malt.
That's the best.
And you only drink on occasions.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Like when a Volkswagen passes my house.
There's a guy that I know that invites me once in a while to have Scotch and cigars.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's an interesting combination.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Cognac and cigars is better.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Oh boy, you get a nice cognac, a VSOP or something like that, a nice cognac. Whew,
When I was in Germany, cognac and Coke.
really,
Yep.
So how
That was
come you
a-
get a headache when you drink Scotch? I don't get that. How come you get a headache with the
because it's
beer,
not
but
it's no sugars in it.
the sugar is what gives you a
Sugars
headache?
what gives you a headache.
And,
And not only that, if I have a scotch, I always have a glass of water with it
yes.
because
don't
they tell
dehydrate.
you don't dehydrate.
Ah,
My brother lost a kidney to cancer. So I said to him, "Are you no longer allowed to drink?" And he went, "No, I can still drink." So how did that work? He goes, they said, if you drink, because he was a beer guy, if you drink a beer, you have to drink a water.
right.
Because it'll flush it. But if you drink 2 waters to the beer, you're even better
Really?
because you don't dehydrate yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you
Well, I kind of know that, but I mean,
you get
like
the
the
hang
beer dehydrates
you get the hangover from
But-
Any alcohol.
dehydration.
Yeah, and the sugar.
Yeah,
the sugar gives you-
it collapses the capillaries in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you drink too much coffee,
Oh boy.
you'll dehydrate.
Well,
Coffee's a dehydrator.
Drink coffee all the time and then don't drink coffee for
Yeah.
a couple of days.
You
Watch
get a
what
headache.
happens. to
Yeah.
you.
Well, I know.
It's
I
awful.
know all about that.
That's nasty. Well, one of the keys to vertigo is caffeine.
No way.
Yeah, one of the keys to trust have been there.
To getting vertigo?
Yeah, it's caffeine, stress, and lack of water,
Yep.
dehydration. Yeah,
It takes the moisture right out of your body.
Really?
And you have crystals behind your ear,
Yeah.
in your head, and what happens is when you tilt, the crystals lean,
Yeah.
and it's gummed up. They can't get back in.
Somebody told me that there's a muscle on the back of your head too that affects vertigo. You know
Crystals.
anything about that?
That's what they told me. Crystals.
Oh, I know that part, but somebody
know
else
about the
also
muscles.
mentioned something about a back muscle in the back of your head or something.
That I don't know.
Because I was getting vertigo. I mean,
Well, they give you exercises to do
Mm-hmm.
you gotta turn your
to
head
help the
back or
vertigo.
something.
I had vertigo for a few
Did you
years
do the
back.
Did you do the flop exercise?
I can't remember what it
Where you
was.
flop?
I can't remember what the heck I did.
That's what I did. The physical therapist down here.
It
What's
was
the flop? What do you do?
I
You
went to
literally sit like on the end of something, like a couch or a bed, and you flop and you focus on something like that red light,
Uh-huh.
and you literally focus hard as you can on that red light.
All right.
And when you have vertigo, your eyes flicker,
Yeah.
and and then you do it to the other side, and what it's doing is it's making your brain realign.
Oh, you don't hit the floor though. You
Oh
keep
no!
on-
You just flop on like a
Alright.
couch. No, you don't flop. No, you don't. No, that would hurt.
All right, that'll kill your vertigo.
Yeah, you will be out cold. You won't know.
I ended up in the hospital one time 'cause I had a really bad vertigo. And they were taking me out of that stretcher, and I thought I was constantly thinking I was falling out. It's the worst thing in the world.
Well, that's like,
Never wish that. on
you're
me.
sleeping and wake up and think you're falling.
Oh yeah. You know what they say? If you land, you're dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what they say.
Yeah.
I'm not trying it.
I'm
It's
going to
not
have,
fun.
I think in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I have middle of March, I have a guy coming on who runs a rehab center on 146.
What kind of rehab center? Physical or drug?
No, physical.
Okay. Well, you got to be
Yeah.
specific.
I know, today
There's
you
a
do,
lot of
yeah, today
rehabs
you
out
do,
there.
yeah.
Rehab.
No, they do rehab, and he has a number of people on that are all certified and they're,
Physical
they
rehabilitation.
have their doctorates
Wow, awesome.
in physical therapy, and that now you don't have to go to a hospital. You can go to anybody. They take the insurance.
By the way,
and that's a
speaking
good
of-
way. If you got back pain or something,
Oh yeah,
instead of getting on the pills, you go to physical
I
therapy.
hate pills.
Yeah,
Chiropractor.
chiropractors too. Yeah.
I have a TENS machine.
Tennis machine.
TENS machine.
What is that?
It's a Compex TENS machine.
What do you?
You put it. It's a positive and negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, and then you hit this button and it sends pulses, and you can make it as high as I have a torn meniscus. So what I do is I put it here and here, here and here, and back here and there, and then you put it up as high as you can go. And what it does is it sends electrical pulses through it, and it forces blood into that area. And
It helps.
oh, it's amazing. Doing it on my wife's shoulder.
Yeah, the chiropractor in town
Yeah.
does it.
Yeah, but I just
Where did you get that?
online. It's called Compex, Compex.
Wow.
Matter of fact, I just ordered new pads for it the other day, and they're not cheap. But
So it's
rather than go there all the time, you can sit watching TV with it on your shoulder or your
The hat
knee.
has one of those.
Does he really? No
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Now, speaking of rehab and
You know
stuff,
what else he has? He has the
the inversion?
inversion.
No, are you kidding? The inversion table?
Yeah.
That's what.
My
see,
son has one.
They tell you do not do that by yourself.
Really?
They say it's very dangerous because if you do it too fast or you do it too long and you black out, you're upside down. You're done. Seriously, you're done.
Yeah.
I knew they have one at the golf course, and the guy did that, and he didn't take all of his crap was on the all of his change and his keys and they were on the floor and everything. Like,
Well, you should
Einstein,
empty,
you empty
your
your
pockets
pockets.
before you get on the
Yeah.
inversion machine.
so now, did you see the new place on 146 they just built for marijuana?
No, I haven't seen in Uxbridge.
Holy no, on 146 in Worcester,
Oh, in Worcester.
Millbury line. You know
Oh,
where?
I haven't been by there.
Okay, if you know where the bridge that goes over to the Millbury Malls,
Yeah.
then you know how there's that side road that
Yeah.
goes to nowhere. They built a whole marijuana place there.
Oh,
It's called
nature's best.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, beautiful place. I mean, they
I'll have to go
spent
check
a
it out.
fortune building this building.
Well, they're all spending a lot. The designs I saw for us are pretty nice.
And I'm happy as can be. I can't tell you how happy I am.
They must be expecting a lot of money, huh?
They do.
They make a lot
They
of money.
do.
You should see how much money they spend on the displays.
But, you know, they're not gonna make, it's gonna slow down for them when they get too many of them out there, once you get a lot of competition.
It's quiet as all hell in Leicester now.
Yeah. There's one opening up in Uxbridge. I don't know if she opened yet.
I don't
I
think so.
think it did already. The lady?
Did
Yeah.
she open?
It was running.
I thought there was a delay.
I thought she was on the newspaper.
Okay.
showing
I
off.
saw the
Maybe-
newspaper,
Well,
but
she
I
got
thought there was a
approved, I know
delay.
that.
Oh,
She
so
got
there is a-
approved.
Maybe there is. I just, it sounded like from the paper that, oh, she's on.
Amazing. Amazing. Like every corner now. It's going to be like a Starbucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Not as expensive though.
I'm waiting for the drive-up window.
There you go.
No.
I told you. I told you what they have in Kentucky. Drive up bourbon slushy windows.
I know, imagine that.
Wow.
Yeah, but they don't give you a straw.
Yeah,
Take the top off.
yeah.
I was like, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, you know what amazed me? I was down in Pennsylvania, and if you wanted to buy beer, you had to buy it in the bar.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because they're dry.
Yeah, and you got to go in. There's two doors to the bar. One side is where you go in and get a beer, drink there. The other door you go in to buy the beer to take out. Imagine
Amazing.
that?
Just different laws.
Yeah.
Different laws. Blue laws.
Yeah.
There are so many different blue laws.
Well, alcohol. Every state come up with something different. In fact, there were still dry states after Prohibition ended that wanted to stay away. You had dry towns in Massachusetts
Yeah.
for
yeah,
years.
one just went last year, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it Manchester by the Sea?
Yeah, maybe.
I think it was dry. I think they finally got a restaurant with a light liquor license last year. Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, we gotta go.
Okie dokie.
Whoa.
Hey, we'll
See
be
you
back
next week.
next week. My guest tomorrow night is Senator Mike Moore, and we'll have him here on About the Valley. See you next week.
Good night.